Shalom. First and foremost, like give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Wakakadash, Wakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwafim, to Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the M.O.TB news updates as of October 16th, 2025 on this, Thursday night. And this is from globalcapital.com. It says, as of October 16th, 2025, and it reads, it says, central banks calls for central digital currency looks as stablecoin race ahead. It says, central banks are striving to keep control of cryptocurrency waves by launching their own digital currencies, but they are moving too slow at a risk of left in the dust as private sector stablecoin sweeps all before them. It says in India, we are of the view that the central digital currency is the answer for the cross-border payments, says Governor of the Reserve Bank of India at an on-stage interview, International Monetary Fund on Wednesday. It said, but unless other countries also adopt central digital currency, India will not see benefits. Malhotra admitted. It says the country is expanding the central digital currency plot program and launching a retail sandbox for the EU rupee earlier this month. But in the meantime, stablecoin outstanding global has hit 280 billion according to the analysts at a Citigroup. It says, I will rather urge all those presidents from central banks and other jurisdictions that we need to promote the central digital currency because this has a huge advantage over stable coins. Malhotra has said the central digital currency can be tokenized. It can reduce the cost of cross-border payments while being flat, having an advantage of the integrated of money. Concerning among the central banks that stablecoin might eat central digital currency lunch palatable, but in truth there is no CBC launch to eat, says Timothy Masal, a senior fellow at the Brooklyn Institute Center in Regulation and Markets. The Atlantic Council has counted 137 countries and current unions representing 98% of the global GDP, which are exploring the central digital currency. But 3 have actually launched: 1, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Nigeria. Progress of the CBCs from major global central banks is limited. It says China is testing a CBDC, the ECE1, but you have been seeing a very limited Massault told the global markets. It's not because China is urging stablecoin, but because it already has fast payment systems, Alipay and WeChat Pay. The European Central Bank has said in 2029 is a realistic date to have the central bank currency ready at launch, but it's likely to be the best case scenario. No one believes quick things should be done. Lithuania's Vice President Finance and Janis Kurzivi told JM the Eurozone of the central digital currency will be definitely needed. He said, but there are also huge financial risks that may abroad deeper conversations that is needed before anything is launched. He added, yet by 2030, when the European Central Bank proposed a central digital currency may be only months old. City analysts expert stablecoin outstanding to have reached 1.9 trillion in a base case and a 4 trillion in a bull case. They predict bans for stablecoin based on transactions activities 100 trillion to 200 trillion. It says the Dante Departy chief strategy official at the Circle, the most largest circulated stablecoin issuer, point to emerging use case that were impossible when stablecoins were on the edge of finance. This includes the use of stablecoins in collateral capital markets. You have seen the announcement from the Dutch Ross and Europe partnering with the Circle and using the euro denominated stablecoin as a new collateral. The party has said last week 10 leading international banks announced they were jointly exploring the one stablecoin backed by G7 currencies. The group's co-primes, Banks of America, Barclays, BNP, Paribas, and Citi and Dutch Bank, Goldman Sachs and M.U.F.G. Santander and Toronto Dominion and the UBS. It says that but stablecoin success does not mean central digital currencies are done. Tom Zicklak, the chief of innovation officials at Swift, expects dollar-denominated stablecoins and tokenized commercial banks deposits and the central digital currency to exist by side, likely serving different use in case. He pointed to Dubai and a vision of this financial future. It says they have all three live or soon to be live: a central bank, digital currency, a tokenized deposit, and a stablecoin for things like remittance. So that says once again, central banks calls for a central digital currency and look at the plaintiff as a stablecoin race ahead. Right, because we're going to be seeing these increasing races ahead of the choosing between central digital currency and with the stable coin and Bitcoin as well too, as we leaning towards a digital society, which is the digital banking and the global finance, digital finance, and pushing more and more of a cashless society. As we know, the paper dollar is going to be the thing of the past. So expect to see more and more countries leaning more and more towards the progressive phase of the central digital currency, especially 130 plus countries, as I was mentioned in the news article. And this is Book of Revelations. It's the Book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, and it calls of all, both small and great, which are poor free a bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their FOREHEDS, right? Because we're going to have the introducing of the Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, the pushing of the digital money in the digital banking and digital currency as well too, and the pushing of this Neuralink nanotechnology and the technology device that they want to implant inside of your body. But this is going to be fully implemented, and we're seeing signs moving towards that direction because we're already living a modern day cashless society and digitized society as it is already. Revelations 13 verse 17, it says that no man might buy or sell. Right, so that no man might buy or sell. Said that he had the charagma or the name of the BEST, right, this new economical system that we're about to enter into, or the number of his name. Revelations 13 verse 18, here is wisdom, let him have understanding. Right, because knowledge should increase, like it says in the book of Daniel 12 verse 4. It says, here is wisdom, let him have understanding, count the number of the BEST, for it is a number of men, and his number is SIX, 300 underscore SIX. So that hopefully this lesson was edifying of the M.O.TB news updates as of October 16th, 2025, as we see more and more pushing of the central digital currency and the stable coins as well too. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Shem, Al Shai, Shem, Al Kakadash, to the elders and apostles. Wa'akim Akwaf. Until next time, say shalom.
New Pantene